Top 10 Financial Goals for 2023. You may already be considering making your New Year's plans and goals for 2023, as we've stepped into a brand new year where we can start afresh. Of course, with the start of a new year, your old habits need to be washed away as well. And doesn't it feel good to start with a clean template with bigger and better ideas to transform your life? Of course it does. For that reason, if you're planning to make a list of New Year's resolutions, think about including a few financial-related objectives. Never hurts to make more money, right? Today, we have 10 such financial goals for you to implement in 2023 for better financial standing. Let's take a look. 10. Cut down your debt. If you're currently having financial trouble, you shouldn't feel alone. Nearly everyone in your immediate vicinity is in debt. Whereas you can also owe money on other types of debt, like personal loans and student loans. Debt further has a way of hanging over our heads like a dark cloud, and we want to get rid of it as soon as possible. But when we owe a lot of money, it might be difficult not to feel overwhelmed. So, the first step is to remove the bandage and determine how much debt you actually have. After that, you can devise a plan for paying off your debt. Our preferred debt reduction strategy for you for 2023 is the debt snowball method, which calls for paying the minimum balance due on each account while concentrating on paying off the account with the lowest balance first. 9. Set up an emergency fund. Should you pay off debt before creating an emergency fund? Let's see. Although you'll find some conflicting advice online, most financial gurus advise creating a fundamental emergency fund before you start working on any other financial objectives. Of course, to avoid default, you'll still need to make the minimum payments on all of your loans and credit cards each month. So maybe in 2023, this will be your only financial objective. Then know that that is sufficient. The majority of Americans lack an emergency fund. Therefore, establishing one will increase your financial confidence. But how do you get started on one? Well, let's see. Start off with a more modest objective of accumulating 1 month's worth of living expenses. After you achieve that objective, make a second aim to save enough money for 3 months. Ideally, you should eventually reach a savings level of 6 months' worth of expenses. Then spend 10 to 15% of your monthly income, if at all possible, on your savings objectives. Honestly, keeping an emergency fund liquid is the whole point. But if you've saved a respectable sum, it can be a good idea to transfer part of your funds to a short-term investment account. Your savings will increase more quickly if you do this. 8. Opt for an investment. History demonstrates that in the long run, investing in the stock market will probably help your money grow more quickly than keeping it in a savings account. That's right, the value of your cash reserves is decreasing over time due to significant inflation at the present. It's quite appropriate to start investing if you've amassed an emergency fund and are making good progress towards debt repayment. Yes, keeping your emergency fund visible can make you feel safer. The interest rates on the majority of savings accounts, however, are not high enough to keep up with inflation. The secret to truly putting your money to work is investing. So, what are you waiting for? Start today. 7. Review your spending plan. Let's halt and check in for a moment. We've already set several significant financial objectives for you, such as establishing an emergency fund and paying off debt or setting up an emergency fund. That being said, you might discover after considering all of these ideas that your whole monthly income has already been allocated to your financial objectives. The secret to success is setting realistic goals that you can accomplish. Before you can safely take on 1 or 2 additional financial objectives the next year, you can then choose to set just one goal for the current year. When you establish precise financial goals and monthly milestones to accomplish, it's simpler to cut the fat and start again. Easy, isn't it? What's even easier to do though is to catch us again by hitting the bell icon and subscribing to the channel. So, what are you waiting for? 6. Become financially secure. The ultimate goal is to have enough money to comfortably support your family. But it also means having the means to defend your family and yourself in case the worst happens. And it might seem like achieving financial stability is a lot of work. However, once you do the necessary efforts, the time following that will be nothing but bliss and joyous for you. 5. Boost your earnings. Consider increasing your salary if you discover that you're unable to save any money for retirement or savings, or if your budget for these expenses is extremely tight. There are various methods to make some money without having to look for completely new employment thanks to the gig economy. For instance, you may join up to walk dogs or drive for a ride-sharing service. Even as a part-time administrative assistant, you might work from home. And even better, if you have a speciality or skill, you could earn a good living as a freelancer. 4. Retire early or work fewer hours. More individuals not having to endure the daily long journeys results in a better work-life balance. According to research by the wealth management company Money Farm, 1 in 4 18 to 34-year-olds had established early retirement as a new financial goal after re-evaluating their priorities during the lockdown. To do this though, you must pay off your bills, including your mortgage, and amass a larger pension fund than you would if you chose to retire at 60. 3. Visit a financial advisor. Meeting with a financial counselor can help you better understand your financial situation today and where you would like to go in the future, given your age and financial objectives. Are your objectives unclear to you? Well, they can also assist you with such. They could further offer excellent advice on how to organize your funds so that you can achieve your goals more easily. It is now 2023, so we advise you to meet with your financial advisor as soon as possible if you can make it work. You can then incorporate what you discovered in the meeting into the creation of some of your New Year's resolutions. 2. Access your retirement account. The earlier you start saving for retirement, the better. By the time you're 67 years old, Fidelity Investments advises that you should have at least 10 times your annual wage saved. The majority of people may find this totally intimidating. It's easier to reach your objective the younger you are when you start saving for retirement. Your objective for retirement savings may be very different from someone else's. It depends on your desired lifestyle and the age at which you intend to retire. Some retirees wish to live on less, while others want to travel and experience new things in their golden years. You'll need to save money more actively the more expenses you anticipate having in retirement. Utilizing your employer-sponsored retirement plan is one of the best things you can do for yourself if you have a job. Also, if you're fortunate, your employer may even match your contributions, increasing the power of your savings. Additionally, tax advantages are another benefit of saving for retirement. Most of the time, you can fund your retirement account using a portion of your pre-tax income. You get to lower your taxable income as a result of paying yourself first. Finally, some of your retirement contributions may be deductible. 1. Beginning or improving your estate plan. Last but not least, everyone should include this on their list of financial resolutions for 2023. Many people believe that estate planning is only necessary for the wealthy or old. In contrast, everyone should adopt an estate plan as it is a vital tool. Then again, everyone can gain from estate planning, and it can even aid in bridging wealth gaps and financial inequalities. This is due to the increased ability of those who have an estate plan to create, protect, and successfully pass on wealth to subsequent generations. In the event that you become disabled, God forbid, and are unable to convey your requests to loved ones, an estate plan is a useful tool for addressing your medical care and end-of-life wishes. So, if you don't currently have an estate plan, 2023 is a perfect year to get one. And while these are all the financial advice we have for you for the upcoming year, we hope that you achieve the best of the best in 2023. Until next time, take care.